Hey guys, what's going on? Prince Seleucid here, bringing you guys one of my first Rome Total War commentaries in a while. I do want to try to get back into Rome Total War since Rome 2 is coming out soon, and what better way to do it by coming back with the commentaries? And I know this may not get a lot of views. Hopefully it does. It takes like 6 months for me to get 600 views. And I really want to bring my channel back and stuff like that. And by the way, the people that see this, if you were in the lobby with me with a guy named Commander Dave talking about Prince Seleucid, that was me. So yeah. Anyway, guys, here's a pretty good Rome Total War game I just finished playing. I have to say, it was a fun game. Probably one of the funnest I've ever played because it was the closest I've ever had. I haven't been here for a while, kind of slow. My micromanagement's not so good, so I mean, I don't want to ruin the end for you guys, but let's go ahead and fast forward it since I'm already ready. It took my opponent a while to set up. As you can see, it's a pretty long gameplay, so we'll see what happens here. But let me show you guys my build. It's a pretty normal Roman build, except the fact that I don't go with urban cohorts and praetorian spam. I do have praetorians, and I do have one unit of urban cohorts, but I also have my legionary cohorts. I really like legionary cohorts. I feel like they hold pretty well against other infantry units, especially against Rome. So let's see. We have 3 Roman archers here at the front taking the volleys. These guys get wiped out really quick, like really quick. So I'm gonna have to find a new combination for these guys. Maybe gold upgrade with some chevrons. I don't know. We'll see. But also here at the front, it's going to take on the sphere of the attack, or the head of the attack, is the legionary cohorts and the urban cohorts here. Urban cohorts kind of go in a little bit later than the legionaries, but not too late. And then we have my squadrons of praetorians, my loyal praetorians, as you can see here. So, and let's go check out my opponent. My opponent's name is Chris. Let's go check out his build here. Pretty interesting build. I mean, it's interesting enough to play against coming back because it's a pretty big army, pretty big size. But he has 4 units of legionary first cohorts right here, as you see. Then he has 2 units of urban cohorts as his strong infantry, his heavy infantry. I mean, he has all heavy infantry, but these guys are really going to be the guys that are going to make a pretty good match for me. And here he's kind of forming the semicircle, not a noob circle, I would say. But a semicircle with his archers coming in the middle here, shifting his army to the left here. Well, to my left, his right. To meet my guys. But he has a lot more archers than me. He has 6 units of Roman archers, which is why I think he beat me in the Roman duel. I mean, the archer duel so fast. But his cavalry component was what got him here. He has a pretty strong cavalry component, but mine's a bit stronger than his. I have 1 more unit than him, and I have better upgrades as well. And one thing that I really thought won the infantry battle for me is, if you could see here, my urbans are ranked gold with 1 chevron. So the experience is going to really bump my troops up, and also if he's the general, that makes him like the superpower of everness. So really interesting armies going up head to head here. This is not really an army I use often, as you can see. I don't normally use Rome. I mean, I do. I like playing as Rome, but not normally. I like playing as Eastern factions a bit more than Roman factions. But when I face a Roman opponent, I usually go as Rome, you know, because Rome's a bit overpowered in this game. That's one thing I'm looking forward to in Rome 2, is I'm hoping they don't overpower the Romans again, and we'll see some different factions with better powers. So as you can see here, the cavalry engagement is not started yet, but the infantry engagement is. So here we go right here. Sick, right? Look at that. Awesomeness. So as you can see here, the infantry engagement doesn't go so well for me. These guys get wiped out really fast on this side. Actually, I don't know if it was that side or this side. I'm not too sure. But I keep my urbans back here as a secondary. They're getting beat up a little bit by the Pila. They're dropping down. Look at that. Look at that. Ew. Not good. These guys break right in the beginning here at 52 units, but then I pull in some cavalry here to, you know, kind of weaken up these guys a bit, drop their numbers down just a smidge. didn't do much damage. These guys come back pretty quickly. As you can see, my archers are all gone. But they did come back. These guys stayed in battle for the whole time. So, it's good to see. And there goes my other legionary cohorts. These guys, I think, come back as well. No? Probably not. But these guys did come back, as you can see here. And they're going to go back into the fight here in a bit. I didn't see these guys come back right away, so that's why they're just kind of standing there idle. But as you can see, the cavalry engagement, I didn't get much action of this, but the cavalry engagement's going as planned. I knew I was going to overpower his cavalry a lot, and then here I just surround him pretty much. But he has these legionary fierce cohorts here backing up his cav, which is kind of a threat to me. My cav do get beat up a bit here. As you can see, I have more on this side as well. So this is not my whole cavalry component. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and take my cavalry and run it through his archer line, because that's going to damage his archer and his morale of his troops a lot. So here we go right here with the archer. Archer's getting torn up a bit. But the thing is he has so many archers that it's actually hurting my cavalry a bit more than what I wanted. They're getting shot at while chasing after archers and stuff like that. But they do manage to rout 2 units of archers and damage them pretty much to nothing. So these 2 are gone. And these guys are getting beat up as well. As you can see, I have archers in the background here that I didn't know were there. Actually, no, they are marching. So these guys are coming back to the fight. These guys are gone. So another routing unit is some cavalry, as you can see right there. So we're gonna go up here to the rest of the cavalry fight and watch that finish off. Soon here the general will die. One more unit routed. At this point I was like, oh no, my cavalry is gonna be decimated here. Until that happened. When that happened, I was like, thank God, because when that happened, the cavalry just went away. These guys, I'm not sure why they routed. I'm sure it's because I disengaged them, so they routed like that. But they're gonna come back pretty quickly. But they're also getting pelted by flaming arrows, which is a morale break for cavalry. These guys got broke too, and this is my only healthy cavalry unit, other than these guys, which are coming back right now. And I was expecting these guys to come back. As you can see, I saw them come back pretty quickly. I was expecting it. And then hammer anvils weren't going so well for me. As you can see, this cavalry unit is going to get wiped out here while hammer and anviling. But at the same time, he's shooting his own troops with his arrows, which is good for me. But since I have this last cavalry unit, I'm going to use it as well to my advantage as possible. It's not a very healthy one, but it's going to do some damage, and it's going to turn the battle for me here. As you can see, these urbans and these legionary cohorts need a break. So I'm going to give them that much needed break by breaking these last few units here. This one's going to rout, and then the rout will eventually become contagious here. As you can see, they're dropping in numbers quickly. 13, 22. They're getting cut down right here. So that's pretty much the end of that list of units. And then I come in and I give them a quick hit right here. Unfortunately, these guys do start routing. Or the last remaining guy in that unit started routing. But these guys are holding off against a pretty hard force right here. So these guys are getting cut down a bit. Get back up. It's not time to die. We got plenty of time left. Come on. As you can see, the right flank here, his left, has finally broke all the way. And then when that happened, the rout became contagious down the line. And since I'm surrounding his troops are just overwhelmed, and they're broken at this point. Now they're fleeing. So as you can see, the battle did turn out to be in my favor. It was a very close battle. Right here, I try to use my cavalry as much as I can, but these flaming arrows are just demoralizing my cavalry a whole lot. So they're gonna get beat up here. And I go this way, and then I break this way. So I broke my charge, which was not a bad idea. These guys do eventually start routing. So but these guys are just gonna tear me up a lot. I tried to do as much as possible here. Killed a good bit of them before they took me out. You know, it's all about just taking the numbers, but then they finally rout my last remaining guys. And back here, not much is happening. These guys are going. Everybody's pretty much gone at this point. What's keeping me alive, I think, is my general unit staying really close to the rest of my units. You know, they're just moralizing my men as much as possible. These guys are actually going to come back from routing, but then they're going to lose this engagement. Or actually, these guys get cut up a little bit by my infantry. And then my infantry disengage and go that way towards the rest of his archers over there. And then I let my archers just clean them up real quick here. As you can see, they're getting cut down by arrows now in Pila. These guys are just Let's go. These guys are just having a really bad day. Raining fire. Let's get back to the meat of it. My soldiers are running to the last few days here, or the last few minutes of the battle, running over their dead companions, blessing them all as they go to whatever Roman god there is for that. But as you can see here, I'm just gonna fast forward just a smidge. There we go, I finally got it to play. And then there's the last stand of the Brutii Romans. As I cut into the last remaining Brutii. Yeah. Well, last remaining big force. Over here, there's just some guys, and then he admits defeat. So, it was a good game. Pretty good game since I came back. Pretty close game. Had fun. As you can see, it was a close victory. Men remaining is not too good. I had a lot more kills than him, though, which is kind of why I turned the battle. Had less troops from him in the beginning, but as you can see, upgrades overpowered the quantity of units he had. So, hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I surely did. It was pretty fun for me coming back first. So, anyway, guys, I'll bring different type of games. Battlefield, I like playing Battlefield a lot on my Xbox, which I can still record and stuff. You know, it's the same, except not as many people as on the PC. 64 players, 32 a team. But anyway, that's all I got to say for now. You can read the results yourself. It's a bit long of a game. And I guess that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later, and I hope you guys have a good night. Peace.